Good evening. How is it going? Today I was on threads and I saw a postment. How can you say you are bored of your wife? I have SpectraNet. No, it's not SpectraNet. This Elon Musk Wi-Fi. I can't remember the name. Hey, Jesus. I'm using Elon Musk internet, but the internet can be very, very annoying when you need it not to be annoying. So yeah, I've switched to MTN everywhere you go, and now we can continue this conversation. So as I was saying, I saw the post talking about boredom in marriages, and I was like, do you actually get bored? Like, I don't get. But then the comment section passed the vibe check. Like everybody in the comment section were like, excuse me, boredom, what? There is no such thing as boredom. Right now, there is nobody viewing this. Okay, I have Nathan here. Hi, Nathan. How are you doing? Hello. Thank you for coming on my live. How are you doing? I don't know if you're married, Nathan. Are you married? Can you respond in the comments? Also, do you want to come online? Do you want to join me on this live chats? Just let me know. Good. Are you married? Are you in a relationship? Because today I want to talk about boredom in relationships. Why people get bored of their partners? Why would a husband suddenly say, "Oh, this woman that I got married to, or this man that I got married to, I'm bored in the relationship. I think I need some excitement in my life, and this my partner is not giving it to me." You know the whole thing now, and then they see that as an excuse to cheat. Why does that boredom happen? And also, what do you think should be done? Because it does not just come upon you like magic. The boredom doesn't just happen. The tiredness doesn't just happen. You're 5. That is not possible because I specifically set this video to not for kids. If you're 5, the only thing you will have are friends. What you'll be worried about now is best friend and crushes, not not marriage or relationship. I remember the day my daughter came home. She's around that age too. And she was like, "Mommy, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed." I'm like, "My darling, what happened?" "Mommy, I'm so embarrassed. He said I am cute. Oh no, mommy, I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to do this." And I'm like, what is going on?" She said a boy in class came to her and said, "You are cute." He wrote it in a piece of paper, a cute little piece of paper, and then he gave it to her and said she's cute. And my daughter was blushing. She was turning all shades of red. And for days, I did not let her hear the last of it. I kept on reminding her. In fact, I stopped calling her by her name. I started calling her cute girl. And she's like, "Mommy, stop it." And I'm like, "You're cute. You're my baby. You're cute." The fact that a boy told you that you're cute in school does not mean I'm going to stop telling you that you are cute at all. So I know you're not 5, obviously, because a child should not be able to get on this life. You're 30. I'm also 30 plus. If you're married or even if you're in a relationship, I believe this is a conversation that you can join in. Why do people get bored or tired of the person that they are dating or the person that they are married to? Why does boredom come into a relationship? Because a lot of people end relationships based on boredom. Oh, I no longer just feel the spark. I no longer just feel like there's this thing that we used to have. If you used to read romantic werewolf novel, oh Jesus, I used to read it a lot on Inkit, on Wattpad, on Good Novel. Hey Jesus, I'm such a romantic, hopeless romantic. I hope my husband is not watching this. Anyway, when you read those romantic werewolf novels online, yes, you will hear the moment they find their fated mate, when their hand touch, a surge of electricity will pass through, and then they just know that this is my mate. I do not ever want to leave him. I do not ever want to be away from him. I just want to remain glued to his skin for the rest of my life. Help, Jesus. And I'm like, is this how relationship is? I mean, I get it. I get what they're trying to say, but please, you're exaggerating it a little bit. So, what causes boredom in relationship? What is it that makes the butterfly to all of a sudden stop fluttering inside the stomach of people that used to be in love? Why is it that they suddenly get bored of each other and they don't know how to get out of it? And one person decides, you know what, I'm going to go and look for this excitement out there, or the other person is going to be like, I don't even want to see him, I don't want to talk to him. And then before you know it, they're talking about breakup, they're talking about divorce, a lot of things that should not even happen. When to me, it is just a phase that I believe people can work through in a relationship. Do you have any idea? I have some ideas that I've listed here that I'm going to start talking about soon, but it's going to feel good if I can see some ideas in the comments, or if anybody is interested in even coming up to join this live. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I just started going live on YouTube, so I'm not really sure how it works. I know on TikTok somebody can request to join the live and then you can just accept it. But on TikTok, I'm not on YouTube, I'm not really sure how it works. So if you're interested in joining this live, just send in the request. I don't know how it works, but if you're interested, just let me know and then I would accept for you to join, because I would really love to not be the only one talking. However, if you don't want to join, you can also in the comments tell me what you think causes boredom in marriages or relationships to the extent that people want to break up, want to divorce, want to leave the relationship. So, this is a judgment free zone. If there is something that has happened in your own relationship before that made you say, I'm leaving, you can also share it with us. We are not going to judge you. We understand perfectly. And it's an avenue for all of us to learn. Me, especially, I want to learn. It's an avenue to learn. So, number one, why does boredom happen in relationships? I don't want to say just marriages, because some people are also in long term relationships and they can get bored even in the long term relationship. So I started this live at about 9:30. I'm hoping that I can be done in 1 hour, because talking for more than 1 hour can be stressful. I did that yesterday. I was yapping and yapping and yapping for about 1 hour, 30 minutes. And I was like, damn, girl, you can do this. Maybe I'm going to start my own TED talk very soon. Who knows? Let's see how it goes. So, yeah, what causes boredom in relationships? Why does it happen? How does it happen? Number one point that I have here is routine and predictability. So in the marriage, in the relationship that you people are in, you wake up every day by 6 a.m., you go into the bathroom, you brush your teeth, you have your bath, you make breakfast, you eat, you go to work, you come back, you say hello to each other, you make dinner, you eat, you go to sleep, maybe you watch a movie, sleep off on the chair. That is the routine every day. It will get boring. Even me, I'll be tired. Me, I will vex. I'll be like, babe, what's going on? Is this the only thing we're going to be doing with our life? Are we not going to do something different? Routine and what's in the English? Routine and predictability can cause boredom in marriage. Um, how do they call it? You have the same schedule every day. You are having the exact same conversation. In fact, the moment children get into the marriage, it even becomes worse because now your time is divided. You are attending to children. You need to make their food. You need to make sure they are okay. You need to make sure they are good. And then maybe in the beginning of the marriage, you people had this spark. You had a lot of things to talk about. But now children are involved. The only conversation you have, my name is Damilola. So maybe you say, Daddy Dami, what are the children going to eat? And the children are going to school tomorrow. Hi, Giovanni. I love your name because when I found out I was pregnant with a boy, I wanted to name my son Giovanni. Yes, I'm Nigerian, but I love Italian names. I think all my kids have Italian names. The first one is Gemma. The second one is Jerry. I don't know if Jerry is Italian, but we settled, not settled, it makes it sound worse or bad. We chose Jerry over Giovanni eventually, mostly because of pronunciation and a lot of things. I don't want people mispronouncing my son's name. And then my last but not the least baby girl, who knows, maybe the Lord will bless me with twins or triplets. But the last baby girl is called Gianna. So yeah, I love your name, honestly. This is not me just trying to hype you or something. I love the name Giovanni so much. So, yeah, as I was saying, routine, same schedule, especially when children are involved. And then you guys are having the same conversation all the time. When I say the same conversation, it's not how are you, but like all your conversations are revolving around the same topic. The children this, the children that, when are you going to work? The children this, the children that, when are you going to work? There is no more, when you're dating, you're having 10 questions, getting to know you. What are your dreams about life? What are your aspirations about life? If you were a monkey, will you still love me? If I were a snake, would you still let me sleep beside you? If I were a lion, will you let me bite your head? When you're in that dating honeymoon phase, you are talking about all the nonsense. It makes no sense, the kind of conversations that we are having with the people that we are dating, but we love having those conversations. So it makes us happy. It releases dopamine, all the endorphins and everything in our body, and we just feel we just talk about nothing. If you're Nigerian, there was a time midnight calls were free. I would stay online, not online. I would stay on the phone over the night speaking to my crush for hours. What are we talking about? Nothing. Beautiful nonsense. So now that you're in a long-term relationship, you've finished talking all the beautiful nonsense that you can talk early in the relationship, and then you are going into routine. Hello, good morning, how are you? Have you eaten? Did you sleep well? Okay, have a nice day. Then in the afternoon, hello, good afternoon, how are you? I'm just checking on you. How is work going? Okay. Hello, good evening, hope you got home safe. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. That is the only thing you're talking about. What type of relationship is that? Ask her, if I were a lion, would you still love me? If I were a goat with a goatee, will you still love me? If she says no, I will not love you, quarrel, pick a fight, make your relationship interesting. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. But that's what we're talking about. Make your relationship interesting. Have lovely conversations, different kinds of conversations. Talk about anything. It does not matter if it makes sense or not. Talk about anything. Having the same daily schedule, the same conversation, playing the same role. In fact, you stop playing the role of lovers. You are now playing the role of mommy and daddy. You are now playing the role of old man and old woman. Maybe because you are having small back pain, you are no longer doing reverse doggy. You are no longer doing snake in the monkey shadow. You are no longer doing any of those things. You are no longer role playing. You are not playing the same missionary role every day. I'm sure you know that I'm not talking about any kind of role playing, but you get what I'm saying. Then it becomes boring. You want to do, and then the only thing you can do is you just turn over, and then heat will not come on top of you. Then people will not quickly do. Then that is it. It is boring now. By the time you do it, day one, day two, day three, day four. After like day 10, you're like, is this what all of this? Is this what this life is all about? Just to lie down and then they're pounding me, and then that is it. Is this what this life is all about? No, now. Hmm? Routine and predictability is not good. In fact, some women already know that once it is Because some men, when they get back, they're tired. They want to sleep. Once it is 2 a.m. when he goes to pee, the woman already knows, okay, he has gone to pee. He will soon come and tap me to do and then continue sleeping. Some men already know, oh, if I wake her, she's going to tell me she's tired. Let me just leave her alone. You are already making... In fact, I heard some people used to have timetable to do ta. Who does that? It's not fair. Your marriage, the husband already knows. If I ask my wife, she'll say she's tired. If I ask her, she'll say she has back pain. If I ask her, she'll say this. The wife too already knows. If I ask him for money, he will tell me he does not have. If I say I want to do... In fact, some men will say it is a taboo where I am from for a woman to mount me. Who are you? Where are you from? Which deity do you belong to that they cannot mount you, that they cannot climb you and ride you like a horse? You're not punishing one woman, making her to be doing only missionary for the rest of her life. Let her get on top and break her back. That is what we want to do. And then when we break the back, you will bring out Neurogesic. I have one here. For days when the back gets broken. Who is there? What do you want? Not yet. I will set it up for you tomorrow. Okay? Not now. I'm busy. Bye. I have Neurogesic. After you have done what will make them to break your back, give the man Neurogesic to rub on your back to straighten the bone. And then when he's done straightening the bone, break it again. What are you using the back to do? Break it a second and a third time. You don't need the back. You need your back, if not, you'll be on a wheelchair. But you know what I'm saying. So routine and predictability can cause boredom in marriages. And then before you know it, the excitement is just not there. Why is the excitement not there? Drag the excitement back in. How dare you, excitement, go away from here? I need you, stay here. You go nowhere. Drag the excitement back into the relationship. Drag it back into the marriage. Drag it back into the partnership. Ah, you people know what I'm talking about. Now, emotional disconnection is another thing that can make boredom to happen in long-term relationship. We're talking about long-term relationship here, be it marriage. Don't forget you should comment. So I want to see what you people are thinking as I'm talking. Comment what you are thinking. What is your opinion? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Am I making sense? Am I speaking in the nonsense? Comments there, let me know so that I will know. The last time I was on live, I think about 2 days ago, somebody said you are yapping a lot. And I'm like, hey, God, if I come on live and I'm not yapping, then what are people watching? I don't know, help me. But I continued the yapping. Now I'm here to yap again. So let me know in the comments, because I'm reading the comments, I'm looking at it. If I'm yapping, if you agree with what I'm yapping about, if you disagree, or if you have a counter argument, let me know. If you are one of those men that believe I am the Odogu, no woman should ride me like a horse, write it there. Let us know your reason. If you are one of the women that believe, why would I ride? I follow this lady on social media, sex therapist. I love seeing her videos. I learn new styles from her. Go and look for them and follow them. In fact, I downloaded this app on my phone, Kama Sutra app. Some of the poses that they are showing me there, they are trying to take my life. I'm nothing but a 30-year-old woman. They want to kill me before my time. They want to keep me on a wheelchair. I know I would never do what they are showing me to do, but I love to see what they are showing me. So stop predictability and routine. One day, shock your husband. Do snake in the monkey shadow style. Let him say, excuse me, this is not what I paid bride price for. Shock him. Shock the man. Say no to routine. You already know you're going to set the bomb like this. Don't set it like that. Set it like this. He already knows you do like this, and then you'll be knocking it from here. Don't do it that way. Open it up like this, like a rose, and tell him, it's possible my mother is watching this live, so let me stop like that. Before she will say, who raised this girl? Mommy, now you raised me. My apologies. So, emotional disconnection. Emotional disconnection is something else that can cause boredom in relationships. Like, life happens. Work, kids, bills, a lot of things are happening that will put stress on you, that would force you to be thinking of things outside of your relationship. It is normal. When I go to work, my boss is frustrating me. In fact, I started watching Veronica. If you know Veronica, the lady that uses the cartoon to show us how to be savage at work, I started watching Veronica and I started adopting some of her skills in addressing the issues at work. These things will happen. And when I get home, I don't think what is on my mind is how to entertain somebody's son just because he paid 5,000 naira bride price. I mean, I don't have that kind of money to refund to him, but still, that is not what is on my mind. And then this man too goes to work and he is dealing with hundreds of people on a daily basis. When he gets home, he's tired. The last thing he wants, you know how you'll be so tired sometimes that you don't even want somebody to hug you. It can happen. It can happen. If you say does not happen, it's a lie. It can happen. But one thing you should know is that that moment, this can only be a one night thing or a two-night thing, depending on how it is. But that moment does not define the relationship. Don't let it fester. I am guilty of this. Oh, Shebi, I was trying to use my bum bum to push you when you were sleeping, and you told me, Damilola, leave me alone. I'm tired. Me too, I'm tired now. They will not start keeping malice with each other. It's not good. It's not good. Don't do that to the gentleman or the gentlewoman that you're in a relationship with. After the night or the day of the tiredness or whatever it is that happened to you, change it back the next day. Don't let it fester. Don't let it fester, because when it festers, then boredom starts to creep in to the relationship. One person feels abandoned. One person feels that they are not paying attention to the person. Then they start to lock up. This person is locking up. That person is locking up. Boredom is entering your marriage. Then you're like, why is my relationship not working? Why is it that I no longer feel the spark? I no longer feel the butterflies in my tummy. Why is it that this is this? No, it is you that caused it. It is the two of you that caused it. You're both guilty. Guilty as charged. Don't let your relationship get into that stage. You can fix it. We'll talk about how to fix it later. For now, I'm only highlighting the issues that causes boredom in long-term relationships. And you people have not started writing in the comment section what you feel causes boredom in relationship. Please don't forget, write it. I also want to read from you. Now, I've talked about routine and predictability. I've spoken about emotional disconnection. A lot life will happen to you whether you like it or not. In Nigeria, we like to say Nigeria has happened to me. Life, as long as you're living this life, life will happen to you. One bad news can change everything. Sometimes I like to say one sickness in Nigeria, you're one sickness away from opening a GoFundMe account. Life can happen to you. But once that phase passes, as much as possible, try to jump back into the excitement. Because what are we living for if not to enjoy the little excitement of life? You get it? Now, number three, lack of novelty or shared experiences. When you people were dating, you were doing things together. You are skydiving together. You are going for lunch together. In case you don't have money, some people are saying, oh, that means you're only mentioning big, big things. You are going to buy ice cream together. You are sharing stick sweets together. You are doing a lot of small, small. I remember there was a guy I used to date that year. Hope my husband is not on this life. Let me check. It's not here. There was a guy I used to date that year. We will buy one cup of ice cream and two of us will share it. And that ice, it was sweet. It made the ice cream sweet. And then we're fighting. No, you've taken more than me. I've taken more than you. And it makes the relationship interesting. Sometimes buying two cups of ice cream is not sweet. Buy one cup and two of you should share it. In fact, use one spoon. When you take your own, give me the spoon, I take my own, and then we'll do it like that. Life is not that hard. Lack of shared experiences is not until you have money before you can have shared experiences. Go for a walk together. Work out together. When you work out together, by the time you finish working out, you now come inside the bedroom and work out again because the workouts that you did outside is not enough. You need to work out again. Break your back. When you break your back, apply neurogesic and break the back a second time. I am an advocate of breaking the back. Break your back. Women, it's not only you. Don't break your back for the man. If he breaks your back, you break his own back too. 50-50, no shooting. Do me, I do you. So lack of shared experiences. It's good to have experiences together. It's good to do things together. Like, you can come up with anything. What do you like? What does he like? Some people love to read books. You read a book, you pass it to him, read the book, you discuss about the book. Some people like to watch movies. Like, my husband loves to watch movies. I'm not that much of a movie person. But when he's in that mood, I join him to watch his movies. Even though I will complain. No, I don't complain all through, but like, you will know that it is not really my thing. But I will still be there. Sometimes he made me to watch Avengers. I never watched Avengers in my life. When we got married, before I got a job, this man came home one day and started talking about Game of Thrones. I think the last season of Game of Thrones was going to be released soon. So he came home and he was excited. Oh, Game of Thrones is this. Game of Thrones is coming soon. And I was looking at him confused, like, I'm sorry, what is Game of Thrones? And this man was like, you've not watched Game of Thrones? You have not watched Game of Thrones? Damilola, I'm sorry. If you don't watch Game of Thrones, this marriage is over. It was bluffing. Don't take it seriously. He was bluffing. But I'm like, excuse me, is our marriage based on Game of Thrones? He was like, yes, I cannot be with a woman that has not watched Game of Thrones. And I was like, I cannot be with a man that has watched Game of Thrones and is threatening me because of it. And you know what I did? I put on the TV and I started watching Game of Thrones. So I finished watching the Game of Thrones before the last season came out. And because of that, we were able to watch the last season together and I could understand what was going on. And by the time we finished watching the last season together, we were able to get angry over the ending of that season together, because what kind of ending was that Game of Thrones gave it? In fact, I was so angry with Game of Thrones that I refused to watch House of Dragons, because I don't trust them not to give me such. This is not about movie review. This is about relationship. How to keep your relationship away from boredom, or how to keep boredom away from your relationship. We are going to focus on that, because what Game of Thrones did to me. Imagine watching Game of Thrones in your 30s and then they ended it like that. And I did it for love. That's the most painful part. I watched the Hi Ernest. Hi Ernest, how are you doing? So, what are the things that causes boredom inside relationship, inside long-term relationship? Let me know what you have to say in the comments. I have talked about routine and predictability. I have talked about emotional disconnection. I have also talked about lack of shared experiences. Some of you don't have anything in common with your partner. How are you in a partnership? What kind of partnership is that? You don't have anything in common with him. You can My husband taught me how to play chess recently, and I was so happy to learn it because now I can beat him in chess. I started watching movies because of him. In fact, Netflix subscription in this house is my sole responsibility, and I have to keep it on. You remember me? Were you on my live previously? Hi, Ernest. I want to remember you. I'm sorry if I don't remember you right now, but you can just give me hints and I'm going to remember. I have a mommy brain. Ever since I gave birth, I forget things easily, but I'm sure with one or two hints, I'm going to remember you. Right now, I go everywhere with a diary. My handbag is far away from me. So, diaries are my best friends right now. Anything I don't want to forget, I make sure I write it down in the diary. If not, I will forget. The only thing I don't forget is my work. That's one. If you wake me up from sleep and you say, Lola, tell me about this that is related to my work, I start to download it and I start to, yeah. My day was very fine. My day was very fine. I woke up this morning and I said I wanted to do a vlog, a day in my life. So for a day in my life, it's going to start with a get ready with me video, right? So I started a get ready with me video. I was able to show what I was wearing. I had this very funny audio that I was using for the get ready with me. Yeah, from Anambra State. I remembered. I was telling you yesterday that my sister-in-law is also from Anambra. Her name is Henrietta, and I'm sure she's not on this live right now. She's Henrietta. She's such a beautiful lady. Yes, I remember you now. Thank you for coming back again on my live. I hope you're subscribed to my channel. Oh. Thank you for coming back here. So, yes, how did my day go? I wanted to do a day in my life kind of vlog because I see a lot of people do it and I love it. And then I started, and then by the time I got out of the house and got to work, that was the end of the video. I could not record the video again, mainly because by the time I got to work, I decided I needed to go and see one of my bosses. his house is not too far from my office, and I went there to see him. I was there for hours waiting to see him. Eventually, after the meeting with him, I went back to work, and the vibe was just off to continue recording the video. I remember telling my colleague, please quickly make a short video of me, but she was also busy. And then the vibe was off, and I was like, I beg you, they don't need to do a day in my life. Let me just change it from a day in my life to get ready with me slash outfit of the day kind of vibe. And then I posted that on TikTok. And that's it. So my day was very good. My day was very good. Yes, yes. I'm receiving a work mail right now. It is 10 p.m. I'm not attending to work. I am on YouTube live, chatting with my Anambra brother because he is my in-law. In fact, I'm supposed to collect money from him because he's my in-law. But then the way it works is that we married your sister, so we're the one that's supposed to give you money for releasing your sister to us. Thank you. So yeah, my day was it was just there, Sha. Nothing exciting per se happened, but the day was fine. So yes, things that causes boredom in relationship. You people have settled into a routine, a comfortable routine that is not exciting. Emotional disconnection, mostly because of life, because of work, because you have a lot of bills to pay, because you have children to sustain. Lack of shared experiences. You don't have anything in common with your partner. How did you even get married? How did you even stay to do 1 year relationship anniversary when you don't have anything together in common? It makes no sense. No, it doesn't. No excitement, no new memories, just maintenance mode. We have entered the relationship. I love you, you love me. Let's just continue relationship like that. No, baby, it doesn't work that way. Now, number 4 on this list, there are 5 points. So, number 4 on this list of things that cause boredom in relationship. Pay attention to this one because a lot of us are guilty unintentionally of this. Unresolved conflict or resentment. Now, your partner or whoever it is has offended you, ba, shebi you are supposed to talk about it and resolve the issue. Some people will not talk about it and resolve the issue. They will keep it in their mind and be keeping malice. It's not good. Before you know it, resentment has started. That is an unresolved issue. In some cases, some people will talk about this issue. They'll say, this thing that happened, I don't like it, so I don't think it should happen again. I'm just addressing it with you. And then the other person will dismiss it and be like, is that why you are angry? Kiniko, kiniko. The first one, remember, I said that they did not talk about it. The person did not talk about it. The person just kept it in their mind and then they are building up resentment. In the second scenario, this person talked about it, but the other person dismissed it. Maybe like saying something like, oh, you're just overreacting. It is not that big of a deal. It is not something you should get angry about. You should know I was joking. Why are you taking it to heart? You know how they can dismiss the way you are feeling, even though you're talking about it. And because of that, you bottled up whatever it is, and then you start feeling resentment. When you are feeling resentment, you don't want, like, you are feeling resentment, and then somebody is using bomb bomb to push you on the bed. You'll be like, Wolf, me let you, I'm tired, even if you are not tired, because you are angry. And then before you know it, I hear some couples say, he has not touched me for 1 week. You did not touch me for 1 week. I will catch you in corner. I will catch you inside corner. That's all I have to say on that topic. So, resentment has a way of creating distance between couples and then eventually causing boredom. And before you know it, you are looking for happiness outside where there is not. The happiness that you're looking for outside is inside. Focus on the happiness inside, build on the happiness inside, make it work. Escape should not be the only option every time that you come and you have small issue. Make it work. See the way I'm sitting down. Let me sit properly. Now, unrealistic expectation. I am guilty of this and I had to figure out a way to snap out of it. You noticed something about me. What did you notice about me? I would love to know. What did you notice about me? I love to talk. I yap a lot. I have noticed that about me. I used to think I was quiet and shy and all of that. But as I grow older, I have noticed I am a talkative. I love to talk. And this is why I am on social media, constantly talking, constantly. In fact, the moment you give me microphone, I start to talk. And what I did to help myself, especially when I have to face the crowd and speak without putting jokes, I have to be serious and all of that. I write down what I want to say and I stick to the script, because the moment I say I am freestyling it like this, they will beg me to leave that stage. So, yes, I've noticed that about myself. I am a talkative. It is not a sin. Now, God give me the mouth. But yeah, what have you noticed about me? I also want to know, because I like to understand the way people also see me. You get. So, unrealistic expectation. I said I am also guilty of this. And you know why? Social media has flooded us with a lot of people's lives, right? You go on WhatsApp stories, you see couples that you know that are posting loved up pictures, loved up videos, and all of that. And you're like, hey, God, am I a stick? God, when? God, why? God, who? God, what? God, which? God, look at me. Am I a stone? We're asking a lot of all the God, when kind of question. You're always a happy person. I try to be very happy, honestly. And this is also part of the points that I'm going to be talking about. I try to be happy because my husband will say, your happiness is not in me. You need to be happy by yourself. That way, the little that I do would only add to your happiness. Because if you're waiting for me to make you happy, I would never be able to fulfill that for you. And it will be a problem in our relationship. My husband is a very wise man, honestly. Um, I don't know if my viewers are in Nigeria. Okay. My husband is a very, very wise man. I'm very proud of that man, honestly. So, unrealistic expectation. You go on social media, you're seeing everybody in a relationship, everybody is happy, everybody is a boss lady, everybody is achieving this. You will see people, some people will wake up in the morning, they are journaling. There was this guy that was trending one time on social media. The reason why the man entered my eye, I will not tell you people, but he was trending on social media because he did his own day in my life where he wake up in the morning, and then there's this expensive bottle water he pour inside ice, and then he'll put his face inside it, and then he's going to go and jog. And I'm like, anyways, I like to digress a lot. Unrealistic expectation. Because we are fed with so much information online on social media, we now feel that if our own relationship is not meeting up to that standard, for example, this person's husband is taking her to a five-star restaurant to go and eat breakfast just because there is no reason. And then you are not telling your husband, Mama Nkechi's husband took her on a date. They went to go and eat in an expensive restaurant. You cannot even take me out on a date. And then because of that, you start beefing your husband, you start withdrawing because you are jealous of Mama Nkechi's husband. The grass is not always greener on the other side, you. It's not always greener. Figure out what is going to make your own relationship happy and interesting. Don't copy Mama Nkechi's wedding or our own marriage style. Because I've heard the gist of a woman, very, very rich, very, very beautiful. She has driver, she has chef, she has stewards, she has everybody at home. When she's going out like this, she's decked up. When you see her, you'll be like, hey, God, when? When will you do this to me? Am I a stick? God, when? Am I a con? God, why? You will say all the God things finish. But when somebody was not just telling me about the lady later, she was like, all these things that you're saying, the woman is deeply sad. She's not happy because her husband does not give her 1 naira. Whatever she needs, all she needs to say is to do is say it, and then the man will get it for her. He does not give her the money for her to go and get it herself. And because of that, her family has needs. She also doesn't work, so she's completely dependent on the man. So her family has needs, and she cannot meet her family's needs, and it is really a cause of pain to her. Whereas somebody that is in a relationship with a man that is probably not as rich, but once you bring your family problem, whatever it is, the man is quick to help you in his own little way to solve it. Then you are seeing one woman because Prado is taking all around, you are jealous, and then you're fighting your husband. I asked you for Prado, you bought me Corolla. Are you even sure that you love me? Please don't touch me. Please don't talk to me. Please, Kilo, they calm down for Jesus. Unrealistic expectation can ruin long-term relationships. You are expecting him that he should take you on a date every day. He should wake you up with text messages telling you about how he worships the floor that you walk on, how the air that you breathe, the oxygen that you breathe is the only thing that gives him life, how he cannot do without you. And then when he is not doing that, because you have already come up with this scenario, let me tell you people, I noticed this about myself too. When I was always on In Kids reading romantic novels, you know how the billionaire is in love with the female lead, and then he's doing everything for her, he's beating up people for her. In fact, he's even removing his kidney and giving it to her. And then they will not talk about the mekwe part of the ta-ta-ta part of the whole thing. And then the people that used to write those novels, they're very vivid though. They will talk about how he took it slow and deep, and how he leaked, and then her eye turned from the front to the back. And me, and I always used to wonder, like, wait, when is my eye going to turn from the front to the back? And I'm like, at some point, and I'd be like, husband, you self do this now. Because I read it inside romantic novel, I had to talk to myself, but Milola, I can't para. You just kill yourself for nothing. Because you want somebody to lick you till your eye will turn from front to back. What if the eye does not come back from the back? What are you now going to do? You now become a disabled. In Nigeria, where there's no disability access anywhere, I had to give myself brain. Unrealistic expectation has a way of setting you up for disappointment. I think that is the word. So believing that your partner must entertain you, your partner must excite you all the time is a setup for disappointment. Marriage is real life. Relationship is real life. It is not rom-com. The people that are putting up show for you, they are content creators. It is their job. They make money off of it. If they don't create all these unrealistic scenarios for you on social media, how are you going to do? How are you going to share the video? How are you going to like the video? How are you going to comment on the video for them to make money? So they have to set up unrealistic expectation. Because if the marriage is so good, if the life is as sweet as they make it out to be, why are they breaking up? Hmm? Why are they breaking up? Ask yourself that question. So these are things that can cause boredom. Mm. Things that can cause boredom in long-term relationship. I have been talking non-stop for 40 minutes. I pat myself on the bum bum. Yes. Now, how to overcome boredom in long-term relationship. I'm going to try to be as honest, as realistic as possible, because we are already flooded with a lot of unrealistic things online. So let us be realistic. Let us tell ourselves the truth. What are the things that you can do to overcome boredom in your long-term relationship? Number one is reignite curiosity. This one is to counter the first point that said you are falling into complacency. You are falling into routine. You already know what you will do even before you do it. Sometimes I told you, shock them. Sometimes shock your partner. So reignite curiosity. Ask each other new questions. When you were dating, you wanted to know, baby, if I were a monkey, would you still love me? And then the baby will not tell you, even if you are a baby monkey, I will still love your ugly head. And you'll be like, oh, stop it. Oh, don't say that. I know you will not love me. And he'll say, I will still love you. And the both of you will not fall on each other before you know his clothes have off. Mm. Reignite curiosity in your relationship. Mm? What is something you've always wanted to try? Like, if my husband sees a new restaurant, for example, if he cannot take me there, he will buy the food and bring it. He'll say, taste this food. Do you like it? If I like it, he will say, two of us will go there. If I see If I'm the one to cite the new restaurant, I will come back home because I do not have money. I will come back home. I'll say, babe, I saw this restaurant in one place. Please, you will take me there. Reignite, figure out a way to reignite the curiosity in your marriage, in your relationship. What were the things that you people like to do before that you're not doing again? Start doing them again. Work out together. See, I'm telling you, work out together. Go to the gym together. When you go to the gym together, even if you don't have money to go to the gym, do exercise outside your house, do exercise in your sitting room. When you finish exercising in the sitting room, you now go from the bed to the bedroom and go and finish the exercise there. And when you finish, you know where this conversation is going back. When you finish the exercise in the bedroom, use Neurogesic. The way I'm raising this Neurogesic up, somebody will think Neurogesic is sponsoring this YouTube life. It is a coincidence, please. I'm just using it to illustrate what I'm trying to say. Use rub, use aboniki, use Neurogesic, use anything, use Panadol. Arrange the bone that have break back. And after arranging it back, break it again. There's nothing you're using the back to do. Back is meant for breaking. Reignite curiosity in your relationship, yeah? Ah, my tab have closed. He did not want to recognize my face. How dare you? Try new things together. Start dating again, even after years of marriage. You see, the beautiful things about life, is that there are always new things coming up. If you go online, for example, you will see new places around you. Yeah, all these people that are tourists, whatever, they are always posting something new to try in the city, something new to try in Luxembourg, something new to try in Abuja, something new to try in Lagos, something new to try in Poland, something new to try in the Americas. Do something new with your partner. By the time people do it, you come back home, you will be happy. And when you come back home and you are happy, you will not be tired. You will want to see each other naked. Do things that will make you excited. Reignite the curiosity. Do things that will release dopamine into your head, that will make you to catch your partner in the corner. You get it. If you don't get it, it means you are too young to be on this life. Yes. Try new things together. This one's our Yubo suggestion. Oh. Take a cooking class. Go dancing is not Yubo suggestion. It is Nigerian suggestion. I'm based in Abuja, yeah. There was a day that I went to this place that people used to hang out by Jabi Lake Mall. And I saw Nigerian couples dancing salsa together. And me, I was jealous because I did not come with my husband. And even if I had come with my husband, he would not be caught dead dancing salsa with me. But you get the gist. You can also go dancing together with your partner, especially if your partner loves to dance. So do things together that will make both of you happy. Volunteer together. I love to volunteer a lot. I volunteer for events, and once in a while, my husband joins me on this volunteering. So volunteer together, plan a day trip together, plan a holiday together. You see this thing, when I end this life, I'm going to call my husband and I will emotionally blackmail him. I have been married for 8 going to 9 years, and this man is owing me honeymoon. Can you imagine that? We've gone on holidays together. We've gone on dates together. But the fact that he has not taken me to the one that I will tag honeymoon, he is owing me. I will fight him after this life because how dare you? Now I cannot give example of during my honeymoon, I did this. Hey, Jesus, not even picture to. So you are going to be doing honeymoon for me after I have born 3 children. Who does that? See, I don't vex just for remembering that. I will call him and attack him. Tori, you impregnate me, you marry me, I born children for you that are bearing your name, but you did not take me on honeymoon to break my back. What's the point of marriage? What's the essence? Let's continue. Schedule us time intentionally, not just Netflix and chill. Because when some people want to do me and you, me and my husband, me and my wife, me and my partner time, they are doing Netflix and chill. It's not only Netflix and chill. You people are too spoiled. It's not only Netflix and chill. Do interesting things together. Have fun together. Schedule time. Keep your phone away. You see some people, they say they are having fun together. They are going out together. They are going on a date together. And this is how they are throughout that date. They are on the phone. They are on the phone constantly. What is inside your phone that you have not seen before? I've been coughing today and it is frustrating me. And the worst thing about coughs is it gets worse in the night. So, yeah, as I was saying, schedule time together. Keep your phone away. Focus on your partner. Focus your attention on them. Make them happy. Mm? Make them happy. Make your partner happy. Make your partner happy. Improve communication. Talk about the boredom without blame. Oh, babe, I'm just not feeling you the way I used to feel you. Babe, I'm just not happy. Babe, talk about everything. If the man says, excuse me, you're not a baby, the way my husband used to say, you tell him, as far as I'm concerned in this relationship, I'm a baby. If the woman says, daddy, leave me alone, you say, oh, I'm not leaving you alone. We are stuck together, so you must have my time. Talk about it. Talk about what is causing the boredom. Speak to your partner, and then both of you together should not think of solution that will work for you. There was a time I told my husband, I am bored. This was years back. I was like, I'm bored. This is not how I envision relationship. That time, the reason for the boredom, let me tell you people the truth, is because I was jobless. I did not have a job. I was waiting. When he leaves me at home to go to work in the morning, I will be alone at home from morning till night. So I was bored. When he comes back home, I'll be angry. I've been bored. I didn't have anybody to talk to, blah, blah, blah. He now said, okay, you know what we're going to do? Every week, we're going to go out on a date to do whatever you like. And then we started doing that, and it was good and it was nice. Eventually, I got a job and the boredom disappeared. The problem was my joblessness. I was bored. I was jobless. So, yeah, talk about it, figure out the solution together. The energy that I had in the beginning of this live stream is dwindling because I'm coughing and because I have zero views. What's wrong with you people? Is that how you treat a lady? Is that how you treat a lady? Is that how you treat a lady? Hi, doctor. I love that video, especially the remix of the comment that the video that I see people doing. I've tried to remake it, but it did not work. I just don't know how to do it. Hi, doctor. Are you sure you need anything? And then they're like, oh, God. Let me focus on what I'm talking about. Now, work on individual fulfillment. You remember when I said my joblessness was the reason for my boredom? I start I started getting busy, thinking of different things I can do to keep myself busy and also to make money. And then eventually, by the time I got the job, I had that fulfillment. The boredom flew away because when the man goes out in the morning to go and hustle, I also go out in the morning to go and hustle. By the time we both come back, there's no boredom. We're tired. There's no energy to fight. So work on individual fulfillment. And remember in the beginning of this live stream, I told you that my own husband said to me, he said, Dami, your happiness is not in me. I'm not the person that can make you happy. Because if you are not happy by yourself, there's nothing I can do that would make that happiness to happen. So figure out a way to be happy, and then I will complement that happiness. It sounded selfish when he was saying it. I was angry because I did not want to hear it, but it's the truth. I told you he's a wise man. It's the truth. And then, last but not the least, according to my people, with these few points of mine, I hope I have not convinced you, but confused you too. I was talking nonsense. The last but not the least is seek help. You can go for therapy. You can speak to somebody that you both respect. You can speak to your friends. Friend groups have a way of pulling each other up. So you can have that. Go on group dates. Do speak to your friends. Speak to a therapist. Ask for help in any way. Even speak to your parents if they are still alive. Anything you can do because the relationship is important to you and you want as much as possible to save it. So speak to people. Seek for help and figure out a way to make it work. Should make sense. Oh, makes sense. Should make sense. I'm a little Dubai. Oh, makes sense. Oh, makes sense. I'm a little Dubai. Oh, makes sense. Boredom inside relationships. So many things can cause boredom in relationship, but at the same time, the same way these things are causing the boredom in the relationship is the same way the solution to the boredom is right there for you to apply. You can fix the boredom in your relationship. You can make it work. You only need to be ready to make it work. Now, what boredom is not, because it looks like boredom does not mean it is boredom. What boredom is not, it is not a sign that the relationship is over. It is not a sign to call it quits. You are in a long-term relationship. I did not say long distance, so long-term relationship. People have been dating for 2, 3, 4 years, and then you're feeling bored, or you've been married for 5, 10 years, then you're feeling bored. It does not mean the relationship is over. It means you need to go back to the drawing board. I chose this person. I chose to do life with this person. You see this relationship that is not working. Bia, Bia neighbor, let us discuss what we are going to do to make it happen. Yes, the relationship is not working. I think why it is not working is because we're always doing missionary. Tomorrow we are switching to reverse cowgirl. I think the reason it's not working is because we're always eating amala. Tomorrow we are going to start eating fufu and banga. Switch things up in the relationship. Make it work. Make it work. The fact that boredom is coming into the relationship, the fact that you people are feeling bored, you're not feeling the spark, does not mean it is the end of the relationship. Figure out a way to spark it back up. Go and buy petrol, go and buy kerosene, pour it on the relationship, light fire, and throw it, and then walk away dramatically. Let it burn. Let it burn. Yes. Number two, what boredom is not. It doesn't always mean that you married the wrong person. No. Marriage is work. Even if you marry the right person, even if you marry the person that you are head over heels in love with, after some time, see finish will enter. You will see the person finish. I have seen my husband finish. The man can be walking around and I will tap his bum bum. Why? I have seen him finish in the beginning of the relationship. Could I do that? No, I respected him. I used to say yes, sir. But now, if he's walking, I spank his bum bum, and I'm like, go sit down there. It is see finish. See finish will enter every relationship. Some see finishes are more interesting than the other. So if your see finish is resembling boredom, figure out a way to change it immediately to make it interesting. Do something that will make both of you, for the brain cells to start releasing happiness hormones. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the fact that there is boredom does not mean your relationship is over. It does not mean that you're in a relationship with the wrong person. It only shows that your relationship needs a little more attention, a little more work. Just put in a little more effort to make it better. That's all. That is all. And it is not always about your partner. Sometimes it's about what is happening with them. I mentioned this earlier. The fact that you're experiencing boredom does not mean your partner is doing something wrong. Sometimes it is about you. Sometimes your own lack of personal fulfillment is coming out in that way and making you feel like you are not getting the love or the attention that you deserve. Sure, you understand what I'm saying? So when you are feeling that distance, when you are feeling that boredom in your relationship, think about it and ask yourself, are you sure that this is not just in my head? Are you sure this is not just me overthinking things? Are you sure? Like, reason it and then speak to the person that you are in this relationship with. Babe, this is how I feel. This is what I think. Let me know. Do you also feel the same way? What do you think? How do you think that we can resolve it? What can we do about it? Speak to a little communication goes a long way. It helps you with clarity. Like, you will have clarity of mind, clarity of purpose, and all of that. Speak to the person that you're in a relationship with. So I've been yapping for 57 minutes, and you people have still not told me in the comment section what causes boredom in relationship according to you. It's not fair. Oh, it's not fair. This is not how we used to do. In my village where I'm from, this is not how we used to do. In my village, it's not like that. You're supposed to be telling me in the comments, damn, this point that you raised is a lie. It does not cause boredom. Or, damn, I have tried this thing that you said. I am still bored. So yeah, you should help me now. Help me to help you. It's not fair. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, getting to the end of my live stream, because I want to be keeping it on. I want to be keeping it at like the 1 hour mark, because what am I going to be saying for more than 1 hour? Especially when people are not responding to me. What am I going to be talking about for more than 1 hour? What do you mean? Now, every long-term relationship will face boring seasons. but they don't have to stay that way. The fact that boredom is sneaking into your relationship from the back door does not mean it has to stay that way. When it sneaks in from the back door, open the front door for it and say, get out. Get out here. When the boredom is sneaking into the relationship from the back door, you open the front door and push it out. And you know the way you push it out is by doing interesting things with your partner. Oh, it looks like we're getting bored. Let's go and skydive. Let's put our life at risk. Because when you are having a near death experience, life will show you what is important to you and you will hold on to it for dear life. Yes. If you don't get it, forget about it. And I know you get it. So, what else am I talking about? Okay. Boredom is a signal, not a sentence. Let it push you into growth and reconnection. The fact that you're facing boredom does not mean that this is a sign that the relationship is over. No. It's it should push you into reconnection. It is supposed to force you to be like, oh, what can I do? What can we do? You speak to your partner. This is what this relationship is looking like. What can we do to make it better? What can we do to reignite what we have lost? What can we do? You think about it and then you do it, because some of you only talk, you don't do. Be a talk and do person. Yes, be a talk and do kind of person. Talk and do. What can we do? That is what you should be thinking about. So when the boredom is looking like it is taking over your relationship, you look at it as a signal for you to grow, as a signal for you and your partner to reconnect. So you come up with activities or ideas of what you can do to reconnect with your partner. Encourage couples. See, you people should have honest conversations today. So talk to your partner today. Babe, are we doing good? Even if it is not looking like there's boredom in the relationship, still talk to the partner. Are we okay? Is there any way we can make our relationship better? Are you sure I've not done anything wrong? Or what have I done wrong? How do you think I can be a better person? My husband will say, make breakfast for me. I'm not making breakfast. I'm going to work. But speak to your partner. And then when they tell you, hi, kitchen documentary, I'm supposed to subscribe to your channel. Immediately after this, I'm going to do that. I have not done it. I'm sorry. I've been so busy, but I've seen a lot of engagement from you guys, and you guys are making my head to swell. I was feeling like a celebrity. I opened it, YouTube, and I saw 9+ activities in the whole notification center, and I'm like, what's going on? Who did I offend? And then the moment I opened it, I'm like, oh, is this my people from AA Empire? And I was feeling so good. But then by that time, I needed to come on live. So I'm like, immediately after my life, I'm going to do the needful. So, yes, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Mwah. Thank you. Okay, so the last point before I start to ramble and end this life is that couples need to have honest conversation with each other. What is going to make our marriage more fun? The fact that the marriage is looking fun right now does not mean it cannot be better. It can be better. You are having fun in your marriage. You are doing the doggy. You are doing everything. It can be better. So how can we make it better? You just talk to your partner. Babe, I know everything is good right now. Oh. How can we make it better? Or babe, right now I'm not sure of how I'm feeling in this relationship. What can we do? Just discuss. Because if you continue the way that you are going, even though it is looking good, it will get to this peak and plateau, and that is where the boredom starts to come in. If you are familiar with trends and the rest, in the beginning you are doing the same thing. It is looking interesting, it is looking interesting, it is going up, it is going up. Then when it gets to that point, it's no longer interesting. You are used to it. You just maintain that level, that level, that level. Before you know it, he no longer gives me the butterfly the way he used to. He no longer. It is because you are not thinking of ways to spice up the relationship. So you're going to be like, babe, even though we are in a good place right now, what can we do? You can even go as far as doing, okay, every 2 weeks, because there's no money to be going on dates every day. Every 2 weeks, we are going to be going on dates. Every month, we are going to do this. Somebody said you people should go on holiday every month or every 2 months. I don't know where people are getting the money from. If you know where you're getting the money, tell me so that I can be carrying my husband on holiday. But Figure it out with you and your partner. Have a conversation, talk about it, and the solutions that you people have identified together as something that is going to work for your relationship, then you apply it. I said, don't be talking and not doing. Make yourself and your partner a talk and do relationship people. When you talk about the problem and you have identified the solution, do the solution. Don't just talk about it. Because when you don't do it, you people will come back again to talk about it and say, and we even said that we should do this, but you did not do it. It's a lie. It's not him or she that did not do it. It's the two of you that did not do it. Because two of you only know how to talk. You don't know how to do what you have talked about. So talk and do. Analyze the problem, profess solution, and do the solution. When you finish doing the solution, you now come back to the bedroom and break each other's back, because according to the adage of my elders that are wiser than me, they said as long as the bed in the bedroom continues to shake, the home is intact. There's no problem in the home. So make sure your bed is always shaking inside the bedroom, and all will be well in paradise. Maybe not necessarily, but then it is good. The rest is going to be small thing. Because sometimes I used to tell my friend this. She'd be like, I noticed you and your husband are not talking. I'll be like, don't mind him. He's a nonsense man. She'll be like, you people should go and settle. I said, don't mind him. We'll settle this night. How are you people going to settle? Because we'll break each other's back in the night. And when we break each other's back, and I'll be like, you this nonsense man. You say you to you this nonsense woman. Quarrel have ended. You get it? So, hey, Jesus, the kind of human being I have become on life is amazing to even me. So, yes, I've been at this for 65 minutes. My throat have dry, and it's been lovely because one thing I enjoy about all these live sessions, I used to join my friend's live session on YouTube, on TikTok before, but I never actually initiated the live sessions myself. But I used to join our live sessions, and I understand that by the time we have all these conversations, kitchen documentary said she get it. Yes, you get it. Before you joined, I was showing them Neurogesic. It is not an advert for Neurogesic. Oh. You can use Rob, you can use Aboniki, you can use anything. You can even use Panadol. I said, when you get into the bedroom, Nyanya said from the bed to the bedroom. When you get there and you people have do the ta-ta-ta that you want to do and you have broken your back, you will not carry Rob or Aboniki and you massage the back and straighten it. And one thing I have noticed in the process of massaging the back, that is marination and preparation for a second breaking of the back. And like you said, I will call you back. Ernest from Anambra, my in-law. Thank you so much for joining my live. I appreciate it. And we are going to get to know each other better, hopefully. And I hope that when you're joining next time, you're going to actually be commenting on what I am talking about, because I want to hear your opinion. I don't just want you to join the live. I mean, it feels good to see that you guys are liking the live. I don't just want you to join the live and like it and then go and pop in to see if I'm still yapping and the rest, but also to comment on the topic that I am talking about, and also to subscribe to my channel, and also to watch the videos that I am posting on my channel. It's not easy. In the very first live that I did, I talked about how I rehearse for my YouTube shorts, the effort. It was then I started to respect content creators because it is not easy. So I'm going to be bringing this live to a close in a couple of minutes, in approximately 2 minutes. And I just want to appreciate everybody for listening, for joining, for supporting me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you're going to see me again soon. Tomorrow, I will try. I will try. And I would come with another interesting topic. Yes. So I'm going to wait here and just be watching you as you're coming in, and to make sure you subscribe to my channel before you leave. Okay? Have you subscribed? 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 One day I'm going to try it. I'm going to stay on live for 1 hour, and the only thing I'm going to be saying is subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel. And then I'm going to see how many subscriptions I'm going to get that day. And I'll use it to judge if you people really want to hear me talk about something that has sense, or if the only thing people want to be seeing is my face saying, have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? Hi, I'm Dami. Have you subscribed to my channel? Hi, I'm Dami. Please subscribe to my channel. Hi, I'm Dami. I will test it out one day. 1 full hour. And you know I can do it. Have a lovely evening, guys. Mwah. Have a lovely evening. I'm looking at the counter. 1-0. Bye.